overconfident on the road.
Oh, lane filtering, no centerline stripe, in the middle of a curve, going a little too fast, not anticipating the stopping, because everyone's stopping. Road Corp, side of the vehicle, rain, good job with the brakes. Hey, hey. I thought he was on a motorcycle. That's a bike. That looks like a custom bike. Definitely not a Super 73, which, by the way, hey, Super 73, please send me out a bike. I would love to play around on it. Anybody that knows Super 73, please tell them, send 2 bikes. 2 bikes, please. I would love to test out some of my theories on being a smart rider on some pedal assist bikes. Please. Super 73. Okay. Anyways, here we go. We're riding. Let's take a quick look, and this is where I can help you out here. So we're going to be going at a high rate of speed. We're on the road. Side of the vehicle is definitely going to be something for motorcycle riders, but you can still use it when it comes to electric bikes like this. So we're going. There's that side of the vehicle. It's going to go ahead and go out at you. Now, these bicycles go really fast compared to normal bicycles. So this vehicle with unintentional blindness, motion-induced blindness is anticipating. Maybe they do see the bicycle, but they don't anticipate it going this fast. So they're going to go ahead and make the judgment to go ahead and go out. Now, here's my big issue with electric bicycles, pedal assist or otherwise, is speed is one of those things that you can get. You can get quite a bit of speed on one of these bikes. But the thing is, with motorcycles, they also have to help you out when they stop. They also have rider aids. They also have better materials when it comes to handling these high speeds, better tires to handle these speeds. Stuff that has been R&D'd out like crazy on motorcycles. So when I hear, well, yeah, this pedal assist bike gets you to 30-something miles an hour, 26 miles per hour or whatever. It's like, okay, well, what's the total stopping distance? Does it have like Brembo brakes? Does it have like amazing brakes too? What are the tires? What kind of tires you running? Like nobody talks about that when it comes to these pedal assist bikes. It's always just about the speed. Well, how fast can you slow down? Right? So right here, we got the vehicle, side of the vehicle. This is our total stopping distance right here. Remember, this is for a bicycle, everybody. Total stopping distance right here. So the moment we perceive it, here's the bad thing. Perceived, we're going to go ahead and react with our right hand. And now this is the amount of braking distance we currently have. Now this can go away quickly the faster you go. Therefore, pedal assist or even electric bikes, this goes away quicker than if you're just pedaling. So unless you're really fast and you can go 30 miles an hour easily on a road bike. But not everybody that does that. I mean, if you're going 30 miles an hour on a road bike, you have the training at that point. It's pretty easy to twist the wrist and go 30 on some of these bikes with no training. So that's one of the problems that we're having here. So this is the total stopping distance you have. You're not going to be able to stop in time with good progressive brake pressure on terrible brakes, especially bicycle brakes. And we're going to get hit. But here's the thing. If he did not see this in time, he would have hit at full speed. So the lessons we can learn here is definitely pay attention to how far you can apply those brakes or how quickly you can apply those brakes and how far you need. And then also maybe don't go so fast when you see the side of the vehicle. Roll off the throttle, I guess, or roll off your legs and start applying a little bit of brake pressure to get that weight transfer to the front tire. And then maybe at this point, hopefully swerve to the left at this low speed, but you might not be able to make it. Okay? So this is just one of those hazards that I'm going to start seeing more and more happen. And then also learn how to shut off your bike. Learn how to shut off your bike. Typically, these types of bikes, or typically motorcycles, have an engine shut-off switch, or they shut off when they're on their sides. Okay, so it looks like he's having to fumble with that to try to make it work. One thing I do see that's a major problem that probably caused this, it looks like that's an X-grip and not a rock form mount type thing. He lost his phone probably a mile back. So get yourself a rock form mount, okay? Here we go. Rear view footage of something.
Demonstration of stupidity from a biker who's overconfident on the road.
Oh, lane filtering, no centerline stripe, in the middle of a curve, going a little too fast, not anticipating the stopping because everyone's stopping. Rear tire locked up. No gear. Thankfully, he's okay. Lifted the bike. Don't tell him you're going to get on and try to take off. You got a little dent there, buddy. Just put the side stand down and take a look. Oh, is he gonna take off? He took off. That was hit and run.
Actually,
Dude's drunk.
Involved in a rear-end collision with a motorcycle, but the motorcycle just took off.
Okay. That looks like a dangerous
we're on
corner. You guys see that corner? Look at the rail, or look at the guardrail on this whole corner.
Motorcycle just took.
Look at this. Look at that whole guardrail.
Moving. I was just involved in a rear-end
What the heck?
collision with a motorcycle, but the motorcycle just took off.
And then look at on the other side. Whoa, come on, city department or whatever that has to be doing this. Take care of things. It was taken out by a semi. It had to have been. All right, so just take a quick look at the area that we're involved here. So it looks like a frontage road. Might have just gotten off the interstate, but either way, it's a frontage road. No centerline stripe, no shoulder. So a pretty narrow area, not a lot of escape routes, not really good for positioning for safety and planning your ride. So in this area, take it easy.
Here is a demonstration of stupidity from a biker who's overconfident on the road.
Okay, so thank you, MotoStars. But we're lane filtering right here. Let's take a quicker look. Right here, we got this guy lane filtering, going in between this traffic. Not very smart. And now let's take a quick look at the other vehicles. Stop looking at him, look at the other vehicles, and then look at our vehicle. We are slowing down to a stop. We're slowing down to the stop. Everyone else is slowing down. We're slowing down. He's not slowing down. Let's go all the way to the very end when the guy is calling 911. Look at what we're going through. We're going through an intersection. So more than likely, there was a bunch of vehicles stacked up here waiting for this to be a green light for them. So it was probably a red light at this intersection. Everyone was stacked up around this corner. So this motorcycle rider, not being a very smart rider at all, obviously didn't acquire and utilize personal protective equipment, not paying attention, taking off. So there's going to be other reasons why he's taken off. So maybe a warrant, maybe drunk, doesn't want another DUI, whatever it is. But let's take a look at what actually happened in the crash itself. So we're going a little too fast, and we started going towards the outside. What do we always do when we're going too fast in the corner? We start to fail to navigate this corner and just start hauling ass towards the outside, going a little too wide. Okay, boom, he started going a little too wide. Now what? You start seeing a little bit of smoke, started to lock up that rear tire. What happens when we lock up that rear tire? It just slides, right? So he'd be really good when it comes to, dirt track, but that's not what we're doing here. This isn't cars where it's like turn left to go right. No, that's not what we're doing. He's having a tough time controlling the motorcycle. Thankfully, he didn't get crazily hurt, but he did rear end this vehicle. No gear. He does have eye protection and everything. That's great and all. Let's pulling in the clutch, pulling in the brakes. Anyways, we're going to hit the back of the vehicle. No gear. So total stopping distance isn't very good when it comes to this. So this is the moment he starts applying the brakes. He's applying both brakes, locks up that rear, pretty easy to do on cruisers. But he's just going way too fast. So why would he be going too fast? Why would he not be having any gear? Why would he just get up and take off after crashing? Why is he smiling just like, hey, it's a non-issue, whatever, ha, 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 ha. More than likely, drunk. More than likely drunk. More than likely drunk. So when you see stuff like this, and you're like, man, I would never do that, good, then you probably won't have this issue. The only factor that you're probably not going to do is be drunk. But the other factors that you could be doing is going to be too high of a speed, and not negotiating that curve, especially around an area like this where there's an intersection of vehicles stacked up. So ride within the environment, make sure that you see the vehicles, make sure you're not lane filtering, make sure you're not drinking, make sure you're not speeding, make sure you have full gear, make sure you're a smart rider. And let's move on. All right? Holy crap. This guy did the worst thing you could possibly do. My goal here at DanDanTheFireman is to make sure we prevent accidents, know what to do just in case of an accident, and then also how to get back on your bike or get a new bike. And the best way to do that is making sure you have motorcycle insurance. So quick shout out to Progressive for sponsoring this video. Make sure you guys click the link in the description, get yourself a free quote. It's super easy to do.
I'll see you in the next video.
Here we go. Having some fun, you know, yeah, do a little speed wobbles. Big problem with suspension in the front and landing badly, or improperly maintained suspension.
Oh, that's the second time, dude. I can't keep this bike from leaning.
So, real quick, so he's gonna land his wheelie. And you see how it's kind of leaning a little bit? Now, I'm not an expert on this. Brian636 would be a good one to watch. But he lands. Now, this part right here is what's really freaking some people out. And you can actually get these speed wobbles hitting a bump with your handlebars turned a little bit. So think about that. Maybe in the turn, you can hit a bump and then do this little speed wobble thing. Now, speed wobble thing is that suspension that you have. You have two, right? Two forks. And it's kind of just doing this. So when I say improperly maintained, maybe you don't have fork oil in this one. So it kind of does this a little bit, and then you have the speed wobbles. If you land a little bit weird, it's going to land like this, but then it's going to hit this one first, and it's going to do this a little bit. So, and also think about this, tire pressures and everything. Springs could be a problem. Speed is going to definitely help this out. So too much speed, don't wheelie and land bad. Make sure your suspension is working well, and you probably won't have a lot of these issues, okay? And also wear gear just in case you do crash, right? Here we go. Adventures with Redbeard.
So what happens? Well, if you watch carefully here, I have a good line on the curve, and then all of a sudden, I straighten up. Now, this is okay.
See, sharp turn. See that sharp turn?
Slowing down, and you're going to be able to get back into the curve. But I didn't slow down, just for whatever reason. I straightened up.
Multiple turns
now
in this
made
turn.
The curve entirely too tight.
They call that 50 pensing. Anybody here from the UK understand what a 50 pence is? Write it in the comments. That was kind of the aspect. So right here, this is what I was talking about. You got that sharp turn. It's probably going to last a little bit longer. Let me go ahead. For those that don't know what a 50 pence is. All right, so let's go ahead and say this is a turn right here. We're going to go up, right? So a normal turn is going to be like this, right? That's kind of like the normal turn. We're going up. We're doing a nice corner, right? So when we see this, though, we're going to go up. We're going to go in. Oh, crap, we're too close to the wall. Then we got to turn again. Too close to the wall, and then we got to turn again. So it's like a turn, right? Somebody make that a beat. That's what's happening here. And what happens with that is that you're jostling the system. You're constantly changing things. It's not a smooth arc. We weren't maintaining speed. So watch this real quick.
Now, this is
so watch him go in.
Straighten up, and you're slowing down, and you're going to be able to get back into the curve.
Right here, if we can maintain this, we're good throughout the whole turn. So this line is what we're trying to maintain. Now, how you maintain a line is maintaining your speed, modulating speed if needed, maintaining the appropriate vision, practice. But watch this. We're going to go over here.
Whatever reason,
and we got in, and now we got pushed out here.
And now I've made the curve into.
So we went in, and we had to go wide, and now the curve went back in a little bit. Now we're going to have to throw it in more. It's going to cause us to lose traction and low side. So the main thing here is maintaining a good path of travel
get back into
and a good speed throughout the turn.
Just for whatever reason, I straightened up, and now I've made the curve entirely too tight.
And then it got shot out. So he slowed down, sped up, got shot out. He's doing like 3 different turns on this. The main thing here, slow press and roll. Just work on your turns. Go to a track, and this is where a track would really help you out. It's really hard to talk about when we're on the video. Whew. But it's a couple turns when you should just be making a smooth turn. Guys, if you like this kind of stuff, we do this every Tuesday and Thursday on this channel at 3 p.m. Mountain Standard Time live. So make sure you check that out. But if you want to check out some other things like this video right here, or this video right here, please do so. It supports the channel. Click that like button, by the way. Check into class. Anyways, I'll be seeing you around.